Man, y'all look good. Dadgum. It's the best looking group we've ever had. Now, these lights are real bright and I can't see all that good. Oh, they helped out a lot. Are y'all happy to be here? We are happy you're here. Welcome to the Alliance World Headquarters. We are honored to have you in our house the next 3 days. Who's got a gold star on your lanyard? Gold star? Gold star. Where am I gold? If you're a gold star person, will you stand up? Gold star people? Gold star people. We got a bunch of gold star people. All right, y'all remain standing. Gold star, hang on, no, gold star people, y'all keep standing up. So this is y'all's first time in the office, gold star people, right? It's y'all's first big event. We are so grateful that you are here because we are kicking butt and taking names, but now that we got you, we're gonna kick this thing into sixth gear and take over in 2019. And 2020 is already shaking in its boots about how we gonna finish up 2019. You know what time it is. Sorry, I just got fired. Y'all grab a seat. Thank y'all for being here. All right. Rain was not in the forecast today. My wife has her master's in linguistics and her minor in weather. We took a class together called Weather and Climate at NC State University, and she made straight A's. And I said, hey, babe, is it going to rain today? Because we got lots of people coming in from out of town up in the Alliance World Headquarters. She says, Robbie, there is a 0% chance of rain. Did anybody see rain on y'all's way in here? No one saw no, huh? I'm just going to tell y'all, when you get this many people excited about the ARC, the Alliance Resource Center, we going to make it rain. And we ain't scared of getting wet. All right, real quick. I'm going to give you 3 quick tips to get you so you can get the most out of this weekend. So your job is to be selfish because the circle of you, so let's get you right. So this really 3 quick things that you can work on this week to make sure you get the most out of this event. First tip is get here early and stay late. There is going to be one thing, like someone is going to be standing right here, and they're going to say something that is going to be inspirational, and you're going to be on the edge of your seat, and you're going to write it down, and you're going to implement that into your business. It's going to revolutionize your checking account. The problem is if you're not here to hear it, it is not going to help you. So plan your bathroom breaks accordingly. Drink water, well, anyway, so just be here, and here to hear it. Second thing is meet people before you need to know who they are. These vendors out here to your left, you need to be getting business cards, cell phone numbers, email addresses. You need to know those people before you need them. People in these cushy seats that their banners are towards your right. They have a business that you want to duplicate. Know them before you need them. Third thing is take notes with a purpose. Don't just be a hearer, be a doer. Practice active listening. You know how you hear something one time and you heard it, but you don't remember what it said because you didn't write it down? If you'll write it down, you'll be more likely to do it. And you owe it to them to show it to them. And on Andy's license plate, it says do the do. You're more likely to do the do if you know what to do. Does that make sense? All right, last thing I'll say is you are in the right place at the right time with the right people. The Andy Albright's leadership and vision has never been better for the company where we see this thing going the next 5 years. Our inner circle, district managers and higher agency managers, we've just never been more unified about where we're going in the future. And I'm so grateful and happy that you're here with us. So our next speaker, when you listen to her talk, it's hard not to get excited. When I heard, so my first event was January of 2010. I heard her talk and I was like, I don't know much about this company, but I just know that whatever she's doing, I need to write this stuff down. So she hails from Dallas, Texas. Her first full-time year in this business, she made over $1 million. Her first full year, she made over $1 million. She has reached executive vice president with the Alliance, and she's one of my good friends. Y'all get on your feet and help me welcome Diane Lappy.
Who's excited? You know, I was standing back there and I was thinking, and Paul came up to me and he goes, "You ready?" I said, "I just had this moment." I was standing back there thinking about, oh my goodness, there's gonna be people in this audience that are ready to have changes in their lives. There are people in here that it's all about hope, that it's their shot, that they can do some really great things. And I want to tell you why I am so excited. I will talk to you. We're family, right? We can talk. Let's talk about that. You know, as I was writing my notes down, I was thinking about, I am so fired up. I've been here like 13 years. How can I be more fired up than I was then? And it keeps getting better and better and better and gooder and better and better and better, right? When I think it's the best it's ever been, Andy keeps making it better. And his staff keeps making it better. And I was looking around and I'm seeing all these cars and talk of all the things that we can have, that you can have. This can be your moment this weekend. And like Robbie was saying earlier, take the time to learn and listen and be with people. Here's what I know. Volume is up. Things are going great. Here's what I know. You ready, Terry? I know you're ready. You ready for great things to happen? Yeah, oh, yes, sir. Wait a minute. Okay. I don't know. All right. I was thinking about the team and how it's growing in the Lampy organization. And I was talking to Matt Goodrich. He's not here yet because of the storms. I think he just landed, so he's going to miss me talking about him. But we were talking last month, it was about a month ago, and he was not happy where he was for the Alaska trip. And he said, you know what? By the time I get here, I'm going to wrap that up. Now, he had 55,000 points when he told me that. Okay? And so we talk about how nothing's more powerful than a made-up mind, right? And he said, I did it! He's like, just before he got on the plane, he ran some more appointments so he could make sure that he finished it up. Because he wanted to lead the way for his team, too. To show his team that, yes, you can do it. You can go as fast as you want. It's just, how fast do you want to go, right? That's what it really boils down to. And with Andy having everything set up the way he does, it's like the only thing that holds us back is ourselves. Nothing else. Everything else is here, right? And so I wanted to share with you, I don't know if you know this, but my nephew, does anybody know who my nephew is? Mike Marisi. All right. So I have to tell you a quick story about him because I was talking to Andy about it. It's funny how things work out. But I remember when he was going to college, he was going to Loyola and all this stuff, and he was going to have this big corporate job and all this stuff, and life was going to be great. Anybody ever have those dreams like that? Yeah, well, and so I remember my brother saying to me that, you know, he was in pharmaceutical sales and, you know, things weren't going as great as, you know, he thought they would because his boss didn't appreciate him, right? And so I went to sleep that night. I don't know, I just couldn't sleep. And the next day I call him up and I say, hey, Mike, how you doing? You know, and we kept in touch because he would always ask me books to read and I'd text him different books and things like that. But I really never talked to him about the business because he was in that corporate world thing going on, right? And so I didn't want to burst his bubble yet, but I knew sooner or later it was going to happen. Right, Mike? So I remember calling him up that day and I said, hey, Mike, how you doing? He goes, great. I said, how's it going? And he said, oh, yeah, it's all right. I said, well, hey, I got a question for you. I said, do you have any idea how much money I make? And he goes, no. Do you have any idea what I do? And he goes, no, not really. I know you're gone a lot. You got to travel all these places, but I don't really know. And I said, look, I'm having a meeting for our leaders at my house in Dallas. Why don't you fly down? I'll fly you down, come see what I do. And if you like it, and you like being around the team, why don't you come and join us? And he's thinking, well, she's going to give me an airline ticket. I might as well go down and check it out, right? And so he did. And here's the cool part. He met the environment of all of you, of the Alliance family, of the culture and the team, and saw that everybody worked together and they were helping each other. And so Belle and Jake were there. Remember that? It was fun, right? We had a great time. And Mike just felt so much of a part of it that he started part-time. And then he transitioned over a couple of months ago to full-time. And now he's getting married in August, and his future wife, Kate, who's back there, she's already got her license now, too. And so guess what? Here we go, the power of 11, right? They're going to go out there and kill it. And Mike was out there, I think last month, or whatever it was last month, he did like 17,000 issue paid. All right? And then he's got a team here, and he's growing. And what I love about him, he's very good at copying. In fact, Paul Roberts is coming up next in a few minutes, and it's so funny because he almost sounds like Paul when he does the recruiting script. It's kind of funny. So you'll ask him to go up to him and tell him to start recruiting. It's going to sound like Paul Roberts, I promise you. So it's really good. And so then I got to thinking about other people that have done some great things. And I love this couple. I remember when they first got started, he said, no, I'm busy doing my Army thing, and maybe my wife might want to do this a little bit part-time, huh, Belle? Belle and Jay Krause. And her first full year, guys, you need to know this. Her first full year, she did this part-time with 2 kids at home, okay? And one of them is the special needs. And so she had her hands full. But her first full year, she made $85,000 part-time. And Jake was deployed at the time. And he's one of those special guys that goes out in the Army in Afghanistan. I thought they call you Night Stalkers, right? So you'll have to ask him about that. But they're just an amazing, amazing, sweet couple. I love them so much. And thank you for serving. Thank you for serving. Thank you. But here's the crazy part. So she was doing that. She made $85,000 part-time, right? That's really cool. And so he gets out and he goes, I think I'm going to do this thing too. And so together, last year, that was $180,000 income. And what I love about them is they're just humble, grateful people that want to figure it out and just have such a good spirit that they want to help everybody. And they're just you just want to get to know them. I promise you do. But these are the kind of people that are here at the Alliance, and we're all in it together, guys. We're all in it together. We want to grow. We want to have great things happen, and we wouldn't be able to do this without Andy Albright and Jane Albright, without their vision. And I want to thank them. Yeah. I'll tell you, I just love Andy and Jane so much, and I think about, this was a man that had a big vision. This is a man that had a dream and just wouldn't let it go. You know, like even with, you heard Robbie talk about the ARC and the CRM system. I'm going to tell you something. This thing is just getting cranked up. Wait when you see the full vision that Andy has in place for you. You're going to just be amazed, because this is what you need to be able to build a business. These are the tools that you need. And he's making sure that you're ready for it. You can't plop in, you can't have $1 billion company and then get the tools. You got to build the tools, right? And be ready for it. Otherwise, how's it going to get there? How's it going to happen? But the only way it can happen is when you have a man that has a vision like Andy does about it. And I'm so proud to be on this team. I'm so grateful. And here's the cool part. I get the pleasure of talking about somebody and introducing somebody that he's become my running buddy for the past 2 years. I mean, we've had a great time when he'll come up to me, how you doing, girl? Yep, we got this. We're going to go. We're going to the top. We're going to do great things. And he just loves everybody. He serves everybody. He doesn't care if you're brand new, you've been here, whatever, you need something, this man is going to do it. I am so proud to call him my friend, my buddy. I would love to have you get to your feet and welcome Paul Roberts.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. To calm my nerves, Billy, will you show those pictures? Can we start with that first one? Try to. That picture of me looks good right there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start talking. If they pop up, y'all yell at me. Just one of you. You're in charge. Okay. Okay. So that's supposed to be the last picture. I apologize, Billy. This is 100% my fault, but that's supposed to be the last picture. There we go. Okay. So this year we were blessed in that we got to dig a hole in our backyard for $81,000. And this is the beginning stages of our $81,000 hole right there. It gets prettier, don't worry. I promised Tamara a pool years ago, and I didn't fulfill that in the time that I told her I'd fulfill it, but I did fulfill it. And I'm going to talk a lot about that tomorrow. There's another picture of the pool. It's a little bit more done. They got some cement in there. It doesn't look like so much like a hole right there. Give me the next one. There we go. Now we're getting more cement in there. That's actually the hot tub. I can see perfectly from there. So that is actually elevated really high. We were excited to elevate that high. We found out that the higher that you made it, the more it cost. So we were excited about that. She started to tell us the price per each foot we go up, and I was like, let's just keep going up. Next one. And so there it is, finished. And there's my girls playing in it just a couple of days ago, actually. Yeah. And there's these spigots that shoot out that create like a waterfall type thing that I love, just going out there and drinking coffee and reading my book and listening to it. Terry, it's amazing. It's just so therapeutic. Yeah. And they're under there doing that. Go to the next one, please, sir. And there they are again. In this picture, I caught Tori and Handy measuring their hand sizes. They're figuring out who's got the bigger hand. But I was more interested in taking a picture of the pool. But excited to see them out there having fun there. Go ahead and go to the next one. There is the salesperson there that sold us the pool. Her name's Sam, and she was absolutely amazing. We shopped for 4 people, by the way. And we picked her because she was the coolest. And she didn't speak over my head. And she cost more than everybody else cost. No, seriously, y'all are laughing, but that should say something about you guys when you're out there in the field. We picked her. She cost more, a lot more, but we loved her from the moment we met her. She didn't, like one guy showed me rebar. Like, I don't know what the hell that is. You're not impressing me with your rebar. Next picture. There's our puppy right there. Yeah. Adam Katz says, if you put a dog in a picture, everybody will love you, so I just threw that in there. And that's the older dog. He's not so happy as y'all are about the puppy situation. Go ahead and go to the next one. Yeah, okay. I'm doing good. And That's Smokey. We named him Smokey. Go to the next one. And there's Smokey eating. Yeah, okay. I'm really taking a picture of the pool to show you guys that. But next one, please, sir. That's our movie room upstairs where Dr. Phil is actually having a Dr. Phil Hebert meeting, impromptu meeting up there in the meeting, and that just made me cry just seeing that. That was beautiful. Go to the next one. This one I absolutely love. This is a picture within a picture. That is a picture of my Corvette by Andy Albright's plane. My license plate is the same as his tail number, N247RU. And that was a special day that me and Diane both got to bring our cars up there and park it by Andy's plane. So that's actually a canvas picture in my man cave of the car and the plane. Now go to the next one. This is the actual picture. A little bit, yeah. Absolutely beautiful. It looks like they're both moving and they're standing still, which is kind of cool. And the next one, there's me and my gorgeous wife, Tamara, right there. Yeah. And then the last one, the one that we fought very hard for, we're up there on the wall, so we're excited about that, yeah. We want it to be on that wall. I want to talk about gratitude. True gratitude should drive you. True gratitude should get you up in the morning, every single morning you wake up and just absolutely push you and drive you to do things that amaze yourself. True gratitude will do that for you. When you're grateful for things, it's not like this, oh, I'm so grateful for what you've done. No, gratitude moves you. Gratitude gets you fired up to do stuff. Andy Albright, thank you for putting this passion inside of me that drives me every single day, that fires me up every single day to be better than myself. I want to amaze myself every single day. And that type of gratitude drives you. These aren't just words. Okay? This gets you out of bed early in the morning. It gets you to do things that people say you're crazy. Man, you ain't right. You ain't this. You ain't that. I know I'm not. All right? I'm obsessed. Because of this gratitude, I'm obsessed with making the Alliance the greatest company in the world. I'm obsessed with making the Alliance the greatest company in the world. And if you don't believe that, come back here in 10 years and see what Andy and Albright and I have created. Okay? Because we are going to make this the greatest company in the world. I'm obsessed with that. I will love and keep loving and love as much as I possibly can till I make sure that this becomes the greatest company ever built in the world. And I'm not kidding you. Come back if you think I'm crazy and stupid, God bless you. Come back in 10 years and see how crazy we built this thing, because we're going to build it that great. The journey's been absolutely amazing through sobriety, through thank you. Through sobriety, through the ups and downs, through getting the pool, to getting the puppies, to buying the house, to buying the cars, to all the journey's been amazing. But understand this, and Murley said it on the TWC, is that it wasn't all fun. It wasn't all fun. There was tough days. There was horrible days. But whatever you do, and Murley said this, and I'm gonna say, he said, let not your circumstances or situations stop you. Whatever happens, never give up. All these pictures, all this stuff is great, but please understand the price that was paid for all this to happen. I had to wake up driven every morning. When you're driven, nothing will get in your way. Nothing will stop you. I am driven to make this thing great. I'm driven to make myself great. I would like to add to that statement that Murley said is never give up on gratitude. I need you to be grateful when things suck. I need you to be grateful when things are bad. I need you to be grateful when things are hard. Be grateful. Give it a shot. Watch everything in your life just take off. To get to the house, to the pool, and the sobriety means you have to surround yourself with great people. A lot of times we don't understand what great people are. Great people drive you. The great people in your life aren't the people saying, oh, it's okay, you've done enough. Bullcrap, you haven't done enough. You need people that will drive you, that look at you and say, you have more in you. Those are the people you need to surround yourself with. I have surrounded myself with great people that won't let me quit. Quit hanging out with people that let you quit. Hang out with people that say, you can't quit, you haven't finished the mission. Victory Avenue. You haven't finished. You haven't gotten to victory. Some people say, I don't have a passion for this or that. No, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You got it inside you, but you got to work hard to get there. Andy Riddle, Mike and Noel, Diane, Stephen, and Holly, Robbie Kraft, they scare the hell out of me. They scare me to get up every morning and work my tail off. I don't wake up Paul Roberts EVP. I wake up scared. I wake up to take this thing to a new level. I wake to impress myself. I need you to wake up and impress yourself. I need you to wake up and push yourself harder, but you can't do that without hanging out with the right people. Nothing gets in your way when you're driven. Nothing. So many people want to tell me, they want to give this group of, this list of the why they can't do it. If you're coming to me to agree with you, don't come to me. Because I'm going to tell you there's more in you, and that's crap. That's little stuff. You can overcome that. Hey, listen. If I'm not going to give all of me to this company, then why in the hell am I even here? If I'm not going to give everything inside of me, then why am I here? Andy Albright, I promise you, sir, I'm going to give you all of me every day to make this the greatest company in the world. Andy, I love this passion that's inside of me, man. I love that I get up early and what things drive me, and people think I'm obsessed and crazy and nutty. I love it. But I am obsessed with winning. I am obsessed with victory. I am obsessed with finding more. Thank you, Andy Albright. Thank you, Jane Albright, for putting this passion inside of me to take it to the next level. Please help me welcome our executive board member, Andy Albright!
Okay, I'm so excited, so fired up, a little bit nervous. This is my people right here. I don't want to mess up. Okay, so this is the key leaders and above. Welcome. We're glad you're here. This is, well, first of all, we have been working really hard here at the corporate office. I know you guys are working really hard out there, but I hope you notice, like, check, I need to wake up. This stage, oh my gosh. More hanging stuff, more music, more lights. It's not the daylight lights. So everything. It's like hundreds of thousands of dollars and expertise and effort and love and energy went into preparing this. Barry Stevenson, Jay Doherty, Tia, the whole team. So we've been working really hard. Other stuff has happened too. I want to remind you, this is your chance to make new choices and new decisions, because that's the only thing that's going to change your life. I think I've mentioned this to you before. This old psychiatrist, genius, psychotherapy, brilliant guy said, he's teaching a class. His name's Peter Ospensky. And the kid asked him, he said, he's talking about what decisions, and he said, how do I know what is the right thing for me to do? And my genius said, if you tell me what your aim is, I can tell you what is the right thing for you to do. How do I know? What do you want? Where are you going? What are you trying to do? And then there comes the A, B, C, D, E. E's we eliminate, D's we delegate, C's we go, B's, we might need to do. A's, we work hard on them first. Big rocks first, A stuff first. I got great news. For those of us in the key leader and above group, it might apply to somebody behind the ropes. We worry about level of intelligence. So they talked to all the professors and teachers and geniuses, and they said, what is the definition of intelligence? And they said, a way of acting that gets you to where you want to go. That's it. Acting. I don't have to be smart. I can just act smart, and therefore I am intelligent. So, intelligence. When the task you do moves you closer to what you want. When the task you're doing or do don't get you what you want, I question your intelligence. Make sense? I want to say this, and it wouldn't be me if I didn't say it. Oftentimes, I question my intelligence because what I'm doing is not getting me what I want. And I'm like, what are you doing? Can I get an amen? I might be that too. Okay. This is your shot to make different choices. So many things that have happened in the last few months. The Carries made the front page, the front cover, because of this $25,000 donation to their band. And it's a lot more pictures of y'all in here. This is an awesome magazine. The Lambo made the back cover. Way to go, Lammy. There's more stuff in between. Our premium financing cases have been issued, and we have them in our hands. We're fired up about it. If you're not, you should be showing people what your premiums were that was paid for you, and what the death benefit is, and what your projected ability to draw out. We need to be talking about that. The ARC, the ability to control the debt and control the compensation payout, is miraculous. I think the leadership is starting to get the power of the ARC when it comes to controlling that. The ability, apparently, based on public announcement of the intention of Bombshell, which runs ARC, being rolled into GRWC, that allows us the possibility of owning that. A lot of people wondering what we're talking about. We might share it with them if we want to. If you like them, show them. So it was a public announcement that, this is what you say, there's a public announcement, I can show it to you, that there's a company called Grow Capital is going to purchase Bombshell. And if it does, then Bombshell and ARC will drive the value, and people can buy that stock and own it for the next 20 years, 5 years, 10, 30, whatever. So it's the ability there. That was an incredible deal that happened. Are you starting to check out the CRM that's becoming available? Soon, if it hadn't happened, every lead will be automatically downloaded, and you can see the lead and click on it on your phone. Click on and it'll dial that lead. Is that out yet? I've seen it. Do y'all have it? Almost. You'll be able to click on the lead and dial it, and when you end the call, it puts your slash for you, so you no longer have to keep up with your slashes. I thought redial was big. Robbie, if it don't ring 3 times, it don't count as a slash, though. Make sure that they know that. Every every policy from every carrier in the same location. Hit one button and the same email message is sent to everyone that you want. Automatic birthdays, automatic annual reviews. Same thing with text messages. You'll be able to text every client, one button, boom. And you'll be able to set it for birthdays, annual reviews, 90 days reviews. We're talking cash from our CRM. All of this a part of Bombshell. BAM. And annuities. Look what's happened to our annuities in the last 6 months. We've almost doubled in 6-month production. It's just crazy what's going on. Our total production with the IULs are going nuts. The activity books that may soon, I know some people will still keep using them, and I wish you would. This is another shocking announcement. The weeks in the activity book starts the same as the biblical time. Starts on Sunday and goes through Saturday. Not on Friday through Thursday, which made perfect sense. If you don't understand that, you should read See You at the Top by Zig Ziglar, and they talk about sawing the end of the bud off. And they found out why Grandma always sawed the end of the bud off before she put it in the oven, because she had a small oven. That's the same reason we used to do Friday to Thursday. Now it's Sunday to Saturday, like a normal, I call it a biblical week. I don't know if it is or not, but that's what was standard. That's what's in my Outlook. Sunday's the first day, not Friday. And leaderboards run Sunday to Saturday. They don't cut off on Thursday. Eliminated 17% of our job explaining to people when the week ended. The new activity books are available. New green book is available with the new commission. I can't believe we got all this done. This has been can you tell it's been a busy 6 months? New commission levels are in here. The new agency manager guidelines, all the good stuff of the new compensation is in here. The new compensation grids, everything is in there. I'm excited about that. This stuff right here. All right, all that's in there. Woohoo! Oh. These things are cool. We've got these coins have been made, and I'm going to give you all one. Agency managers are going to get one. They'll be available in the store. They are worth millions. And I think they're selling them for $10. It says on one side, what do I want? Simple, clear goals. Andy Albright, what do I want? Because this is the two-sided coin of success for the Alliance. The two-sided coin for success for the Alliance. What do I want? Simple, clear goals. What do I want? Ferrari. What do I want? Grandkids. What do I want? What I want? Hey, grandkids reminds me. Jane is sick as a dog tonight, so y'all text her, tell her you miss her. She's probably watching. Hey, baby, I'm behaving. She's got stuff. She'll be all right. She'll be all right. She's a miracle overnight, right? Okay. Speaking of miracles, Gus, we're gloved seeing you here, buddy. We love seeing you here. Great job. Thank you. You can clap all day for Gus. Oh, he's standing up. Look at this. Woo! Speaking of miracles, I'll let you tell a story, but he's a miracle to be alive. They caught it because Mercedes says, you must fix this, right? Doctors are saying they can't find it, and they're screaming, and they fix it, and
I have to say, sí, mi amor, all the time, which means, yes, baby.
miracles, 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 miracles. I can't, they found what was wrong and fixed you, and now you said you can play the piano again, you can sing, you're a better dancer. Everything's better. You're alive. We love you. What is the most important thing that I can be working on right now? Yes, I thought that was the most important thing when I saw him. Yes, I remember to tell Jane. Yes. What's the most important task that you can do based on what you want? And this is not a daily thing. This is a minute thing. This minute, am I doing the most important thing that I could possibly be doing based on what I want? Okay? All right, so what do I want? Simple, clear goals. Other side, how do I get it? How do I get it? Most important task. That's it. Is that it? What do I want? How do I get it? What do I want? How do I get it? What do I want? Simple, clear goals. What's the most important? A, B, C, D, E. E, eliminate. D, delegate. A, we work on. Okay? You saying what you say to me or into that mic? I'm just picking with you. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? How do I get it? Agency managers, we're gonna beat this up all week. That's people gonna start talking to you. Which way do I go? What do I need to do? What do you want? How do we get it? And we can help them. We can help them on with what they want, and we can help them what they get. How do you want to help them on what they want? I would tie it into prosperity, inspiration, and eternity. On the what do I want? And then on the do side, or how do I get it? Do the do. So all this is, those key things are on. I love this. I'm so fired up by this. I got great news for those of you on a budget. Not kidding. What do I want? How do I get it? And it's on a round to it. So if you've been getting round to it, you now have a round to it. You ever heard people say, when I get around to it? Well, now you got around to it, and it tells you how to do it. So these are $10 for 10. So it's a much better deal. You can't do that with this one, says my attorney. Oh, okay. Agency managers. Agency managers. Am I right on track? Yep. What do we want them to know? What do we want them to feel? What do we want them to do? We make this show, the speakers, and when you see them at the hotel, when you're eating breakfast with them. What do we want them to know? What do we want them to feel? What do we want them to do? Let's focus on those things. All these other people here, what do we want them to know? What do we want them to feel? Think about, I can tell you what we want them to feel, but you know we want them to feel reality, that this is real. We want them to feel the friendship. We want to feel the relationships. What Paul's trying to convey up here, the gratitude. We want them to feel the appreciation. We want them to feel the teamwork. We want them to know that it works. We want them to know that the main thing is deciding what you want and what you do. The main thing is clarifying. This is powerful stuff. Where are we? One of the things we want them to know is, where are we going? I started talking about this on a jet last week when I was traveling around for the first time, I think, that I've ever done this. We want to take down some of the, we want to pass, we want to be bigger in some of these legendary companies. And they truly are legendary, and they truly are worthy to go after. Prime America, that was started by Art Williams. Can you see us catching up with them and passing them? World Financial Group. We got to stick together to get bigger than that. Where are we going? We're going on an Alaskan cruise. We're going to Thailand. We're going to New Zealand. We're going to China. We're going to Japan. We're definitely going back to Vegas. We're definitely going back to Atlantis. We're going to India for sure. Murli Menon is here, by the way. Worldwide Entrepreneurs Organization, a charitable organization that Jane and I started, and Keith Hall did a lot of work, and Murli will be the president of that organization. He's here speaking. He's from India, and he has a rendezvous point that you guys need to see, to where I've invested quite a bit of money over there, and he will tell you about it. I think he said, I think the last thing I did was a health facility that he says is almost completed. I want to say I did a playground over there, but it's a big facility, a lot of kids. You need to go check it out, and you need to go to India, but we're going to go other ways too, not just with charity. Who are we going with? Our buddies, our family, our chosen family. Who are they? Adam Katz, Chris and Courtney, Brant, Jail, Kelly. Who are we going? Who's going with us? How do we build, Mike, how do we build anticipation for these people? You know, a lot of times I do it like this right here. Hey, baby, we got to get this thing going. We got to build this thing big. So we got to help them build this anticipation. Help them dream. Help them see the vision. To get the concept of override income. Get the concept of, if you think getting paid a big check feels good, wait until one day somebody comes up to you and says, hey man, it's changed, you changed my life. I love you changed my life and I went agency manager. You changed my life and I built a massive hierarchy. You changed my life and I got off of drugs and I got a massive organization. But I got to tell you, I get this message often. I just couldn't do what you do, Andy, but you changed my life. And I'm a postman, I'm a mailman, I'm whatever. And I'm raising a family, I'm serving in my church, and I can't, even though I want them to stay here, I just go, that's what I do. That's my intention. The feeling you get when you help another person, but you got to sell this vision, because it's just like until you buy a Maybach, you're not going to appreciate how awesome it is until you get it. And people don't appreciate how good it feels to help other people until they get it. You help a person, they fail. You help a person fail, not so much good feeling, but helping a person and they reach back and it changes that. So selling that vision, the anticipation, the dream, the way that we live is what you got to do. Okay, we are rocking. I'm making progress. Saturday morning, we're going to have a breakout, and it's going to work like this. We want the young, crazy, up-and-coming crowd, which hopefully they're downline from you, growing like crazy, but we want them to find each other and help each other. Could say compete, but we want them to see who else is their age and growing. Can I get you, include not just the key leaders, but everybody who is 29 years old or younger. So you're 29 and 11 months, you qualify. But if you're like, I'm 30, congratulations, you're in a different group. Can I get you to stand up? Stand up if you're 29 or younger. I want to see what the numbers look like. Okay, so I'm counting on somebody to do the counting. You got what? Chris Long, you can't be standing up. Who's the key leaders and above that are 29 or younger? Y'all come up here. Key leaders above that are 29 or younger. 29 or under.
29 or under AMs and above don't go down to the basement.
Right. Yeah. So they're coming up here. So these are the younger key leaders. And you know, us mature folks, this is how you stay young. Recruit them young. Jill, would you come up here with Brant and open this up right here? And just kind of, by the way, this is not a gift to you. This is the announcement of a contest. So you know. Megan, would you and Jonathan come up here and just check that out? Let's see, what does this look like? I want to see what this is. Is that pretty cool?
That's gorgeous.
How you like that one? I think those are the two female ones. I had an idea. We were somewhere, and Paris. Somebody said, you ought to run a contest for a Rolex. I was like, you ought to run a contest for a Rolex. And so I got to thinking about it. I said, how can I do this? All right, Balik, roll up here and check that one out. Oh, sorry. Miles, roll up here and check that one out. And Patzer, roll up here and check that one out. And Junior, you just check them all out. All right, so Holly Davies was on stage in January, was it, Holly? Is that when you told that story? What you doing for your husband with Rolexes? And she said, something like when they got married, she bought a Rolex when they got married, like from that date, and then when something happened, and so she had dates commemorated. And I was like, what if it was possible if I could find 5 Rolexes from the year that we started founding the Alliance? So these will be founding year Rolexes. So all manufactured in 2002. And I wanted to keep it real simple. Holly found them. There's 2 female watches and 3. Let me see the male. What will be considered the male watches? Oh yeah, baby. And cool. So these are them, okay? And I said, I'm going to keep it real simple. Monday, whatever gets issue paid for you, all carriers, counts toward this contest until December 31st. So it's real simple. Does annuities count? Yes. Does IULs count? Yes. Same way we do the points for the trips. Number 1 gets to pick a watch. So you pick, if you want the female watch, there's 2 available. If you want one of the other watches, you pick. Number 2 picks, number 3 picks, number 4, number 5 picks. So that's what we're working with. Top 5 personal producers across all categories. What do you think, Sarge? You in? Allemans? Are you in? You're right up there. You like that one. Who else was it? Allemans. Who else was right up at the top? Debbie Ben should be in race for this. Minerve should be in this. Mark Hutchinson. Who? Brandon Beal. Oh. Swindell. Okay, what y'all think? Y'all like this? Foresters is announcing. I want y'all to keep looking at them. Did we get all our numbers? Jeff, y'all happy you figured it out? Can they sit back down? We good? Okay. So what'll happen is Saturday morning when we kick off, I think at 8 a.m., you'll be down in the basement. And you can pass the word. You can pass the word Saturday morning that all the 29-year-olds and below, and we will be checking IDs. What's that? Oh, okay. Foresters contest it's going to be one person of the top 12. Again, it's same as this. One person is invited. We're working on this, but the way it looks like that the way the budget's going to work out is one person. We will fly you to Toronto. It'll most likely be 2 nights. It'll most likely be 2 ridiculous outings at night, like the first night, and then during the day we'll work with foresters on product development, training. We'll do it all day, have a good time working, thinking, planning, strategizing, and then that night we'll do something crazy. We're working on a suite at the Raptors, the Toronto Raptors, which would include dinner. Don't know if that'll happen because the schedule hasn't been even announced, but we're looking on something really cool. So that would happen. God, what else am I missing? I feel like I've got it. Okay, I don't know who's arrived, but the way we do this is agency managers. Once you're qualified as an agency manager, you don't go backwards. So some of you guys might go like, I'm not qualified. And we go, yeah, you qualified. We're keeping you there. And then we also have new agency managers like Dustin Craig and Terry and Tia Edwards. So if you guys, I need about 25 minutes with these people I'm calling their name off. Lauren Atkins, Stephen Bowery, Junior Korea. What we're going to do is go right through where the catering doors, the first doors, and go into the gym. So back in the gym, I want to chat with y'all about 25 minutes. I got some things, and we're leaving everybody else and the key leaders that stay here, and everybody else in the great capable hands of Jeff Bright and Tim Goad, and then we'll be right back. Mickey Cruz, Joe Dukes, and spouses are invited, or girlfriends. Terry and Tia, I mentioned. Matt Goodrich, Kelly Haney, Michael Hartlib, Dr. Phil, Bear, James and Jane, Kyle Cater and Shar, Eric Lardy, Grace McGill, Paul Menachino, Jeremy Patton, Minerve Profil, Greg Scheitlin, and Jay Turner and Brant Swindell. That is all of our current agency managers are invited. So y'all can head that way. Just go ahead and start walking that way. Mike, district managers, new district managers, Mike and Michelle Alleman and Ed Soto, George and Penny Wilson, Dorian Sanders, and Eric and Bobby Belair head that direction. Regional managers, Alex Abian, Justin Balick, Jason Carey, Patrick Connors, Paul Epstein, Adam Katz, Olga Mathis, and Chadwick Ray. I didn't try to do spouses, but you're invited. National managers, Chris Long, Michael Owens, Andy Riddle, and Kyle Weinbrenner. Vice President Stephen Davies and new Vice President Mike and Noel Leventovich. Executive Vice Presidents Diane Lampy and Paul Roberts. And new and highest pin reach outside of me, new senior board members. New senior board members that will be getting a ring, Alex and Heather Fitzgerald. How about that? How about that? New senior board members. They're going to be rocking that watch. Jeff Bright, you're in charge, buddy. Light them up.
25 minutes.
Yes, sir. They should do time.
All right, thank you. All right, reset me to 10 minutes if you could, so I can look at that. All right, everybody. Just because they've gone, don't mean we don't have something. We're going to bring the goods. All right. Look, I worked on this on Saturday, all day Saturday. Thought I'd do something special for you. So what I did is I went through about 35 songs, country and rock. Country was rough for me. And then rap, that was a little rough for me too. And then alternative, metal, everything. And I picked out lyrics and kind of blended them together to create a speech that I wrote just for you from these lyrics. So what we're going to do is, my friend Jay up there, he's done an awesome job of capturing every one of those album covers, and they're going to appear as I say the lyrics. So some of you that are not old enough to know who Queen is, but we got a little bit of everything for you. So you can scream out when you see something you like Britney Spears or something. All right. I just wanted to welcome you officially to Family Reunion with this talk, okay? So here we go. Hello, how are you? No, really, how are you guys doing? You doing good? Have you been all right through those lonely, lonely nights? Did you wake up this morning and wonder why everything's still the same? How life just goes on the way it does? Doesn't anyone recognize that it's the end of the world for you right now? Some people are going through a lot, and the end of the world's there for them. They think it's the end. But suddenly, I'm not the person I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. So oftentimes it happens. We live our lives in self-imposed chains, and we never know we have the key. Well, maybe it's time to let the old ways die. It takes a lot to change a person. Hell, it takes a lot to try. But I'm glad I can't go back where I came from. I'm glad those days are gone for good. What do people see when they are looking at you? On a mission to become, or what your present course has destined you to be? We all have been through pain and sorrow. The struggle is nothing but love, my friends. You see, I'm a soldier, a rider, a ghetto survivor, and all of the above. And so are you. I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell from heaven like a shower. I smile even though I hurt. I know God's working, so I smile. You see, there's a difference between dreaming and pretending. That was not concern in life's eyes. It was only a reflection of my own lonely mind wanting what was missing from my life. Well, truth is stranger than fiction. And all this is a chance for me to get it right. Life is much better without all the negativity disguised as love from people like my family and my friends. They used to drive me before, but lately I'm beginning to find that when I drive myself, my true light is found. I've paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. I'm ready to stop being a prisoner of my own devices. So listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. We all have had a lot of moments that didn't last forever, and you're in a corner trying to learn how to love again. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung. There's nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. All you need is love. So bring it on. Ring the bell. Don't stop now. Just be the champion you were destined to be. On every second that this world can give. Turn this power on. Starting right now, say, I'll be strong. And don't really care if nobody else believes, because you've still got a lot of fight left in you. I can stand you up now at the gates of hell. You won't back down. You got your head on straight. You got your mind right. You ain't going to let kill your dream. You wouldn't change a thing because your life's just fine. Some of you may know it, not know it yet, but these moments that we are gathered together creating right now are things you're going to remember most in your life. Yes, it's true that our lives are better left to chance, and I could have missed the pain, but I'd had to miss the opportunity called the Alliance. This place found the light in me that I couldn't find. When the sun goes down on my career, and it's getting close, my friends, I'm 57, and the band won't play anymore, I always remember this special place this way. So ask yourself, who are you? You're the only one you can convince. All in all is all we are. So come as you are, as you were, and join us. Do you feel like we do? Then show me the way. You'll never see the end of the road while you're traveling with us, as long as you don't dream it's over. We are just kids from yesterday, but today is a nice day to start again. We can't choose where we come from. This is self-promotion here. We can't choose where we come from, but we damn sure can choose where we go from here. So I hope when you leave this place on Sunday, you won't have time to procrastinate anymore because you might be too busy participating in life. You see, all this will become stories one day, and our experiences will become memories. But right now, these moments are not stories. Life is happening right in front of you. I am here and you are there. I can see it, this one moment when you know and I know we're not alone. When you stand up and see the overwhelming potential that's in this room. Plus everything that makes you believe that things can get better by bonding with a people with a common cause like the Alliance. Remember, these are the friends. These friends are the family you get to choose. So thank you, Mama, for the roll, and thank you, Daddy, for the rock, and most of all, thanks to the bull that bucked me off. Hey, there's something about the southern sky sitting back behind that moon, making the stars fall right on cue. I just got to tell you, tonight looks really good on all of you. And welcome to the 2019 family reunion. Thank you. Appreciate it. Before I bring my friend Tim up, I have to share this with you. You're not going to get anything out of these 4 days unless you choose to participate. You know, I've been there. I know what you're feeling. Some of you, you come and you kind of hesitate to get involved. You stand against the wall, kind of like just want to blend in. You don't want to associate. A lot of that comes from having contempt. A lot of contempt comes in your 20s and 30s, and sometimes in your 40s. Hope you don't learn to let it go too late. You know, if you live with contempt, you might die with it. Brother, he would have turned 50 2 days ago, and I had to, it was a rough day today, because today was the day I got a call 9 years ago that 2 days after his birthday that he was in a coma and he would never wake up again. And he had contempt for this world, and he died with that contempt. And I hate that. And I don't want that for you. You know, it's not too late to become a believer again, but you got to believe that you deserve all the things that this world offers. Because you do deserve it. But you got to learn to trust again, and you got to learn that magic word, hope. You know, sometimes hope gets left out in the corner, but it's like Lil Wayne said. I've never quoted Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne said, you got to get out of that corner and learn how to love again. Listen, my good friend Tim's going to come up here and talk to you. And when I say my good friend, I mean my good friend, because he's a good guy. He means a lot to me and you. Here he is, Tim Goad.
Can you do me a favor? Look at your neighbor right now and look him in the eye. Are you ready? Say, I can't help it. I'm just way better than you are. I just want to let you know that. I'm just way better than you are. I want to let you know that right now. How y'all feeling? Huh? You good? You getting that road dust shook off a little bit? Huh? Yeah, man, those airplane rides. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. By the way, look at your neighbor real quick and say this. Roses are red. Violets are so blue. God made me so pretty. But what happened to you? That ain't right, is it? That ain't right, is it? Hey, can you take some notes? Can I give you something that will equip you? Can I give you something that will help you make $1 million a year really quick? Can I do that? Can we just go ahead and pour it out tonight? Is that all right? We normally wait till Saturday to share this stuff, but something tells me you're ready. Are you ready? Look at your neighbor and say, I'm way more ready than you are. I want you to know that right now. So family reunion 2019, isn't it amazing? And man, Jeff Bright, you have poured your heart out. Man, you have laid it down, and it's so good to see you loving and serving and caring. Good night, bro. You had so much value. And if I would have started off on all those songs, I would have had to sing it. That would have been the difference between us, all right? So maybe I can borrow that sometime and give that talk, man. My buddy Doc Rock over there, I love him so much. He gonna throw down this weekend. I am so grateful that not that many years ago, Andy Albright got this dream in his heart. And man, he wanted it to be something more than just making money. He wanted to build a family. There are 3 things, write these down real quick, please. There are 3 things in all high-performing teams. There are 3 things in all high-performing hotspots. There are 3 things in all high-performing homes. Are you ready? Number 1 is there's a sense of family. I belong. There's no judgment. This weekend, you're going to find out at this weekend, you're not going to be judged, measured, or critiqued. You can come here and perform at whatever level you want to perform at. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to recognize, Andy Albright's going to recognize you. I love his heart. I love his passion. I love his dream. A sense of family. The second thing is a sense of destiny. Please write this down. A destiny is not something you're going to. A destiny is something that you're creating. How do you feel about that? Look at your neighbor and say, my destiny looks way better than yours does. I want you to let you know that. I figured I'd just get the last thing going early. Can I do it? The third thing is a fighting warrior spirit. Look at your neighbor and say this. I can tell you're going to give up before I do. I can just tell that right now. Oh, see, we're going to get it going on. It ain't going to be right. There's going to be blood in the parking lot. Y'all about to get a fight going on in here. Isn't that right? But can I tell you, if you get a sense of family, if you get a sense of destiny, I was made for this. I was made to make a difference. I was made to make some money. Are you okay with that? And so Andy had this dream of family reunion, and my family wrote a song about 25 years ago called I Love Family Reunion. Tomorrow at about 1:15, we gonna blow this room up with I Love Family Reunion. Time to come together. I'm trying to give you a heads up so when you walk in tomorrow, you sing and you look at your neighbor like, I know more than you know. Are you ready? Now, I know when some of you sing, you bring a tear to people's eyes. And it's not because it sounds good. I just want to tell you that right now. Others of you, when you sing, you bring a tear to people's ears. I get that too, man. My ears are crying. Now, I can tell you that, all right? But man, be ready. I love family reunion. I hope at 2 o'clock this morning you wake up in your hotel room going, I love family reunion. It's going to be fun. So how do I get the most out of this weekend? I'm going to give you 4 things real quick. Can I do it? Number 1, you're going to get your vision expanded. You're going to get your vision expanded. Look at your neighbor and say this. What separates you from everybody else is your picture of tomorrow. Tell them that right now. Y'all are a little weak, a little weak. Somebody needs a cheeseburger out there. I can tell that right now. Cheeseburgers, fry, and a Coke. Come on, man. If we were in California right now, we'd be going to In-N-Out. I just want to tell you that right now. We'd be down there at McDonald's eating a Big Mac. I like Big Macs. You like Big Macs? Oh, my gosh. Did I tell you all about what happened to me? I ran out of money, so I started cash. I started putting my McDonald's on my credit card. But the problem of it was every time I would eat at McDonald's, it would send an email to my wife. About 12:30 at night, I left Orlando, man. I was at G5, and I was going to West Palm Beach, and my wife texted me, 1:45. I hope your Big Mac was good. Now, at the time, I did not know that she was getting the emails. I thought God was telling on me, and I was like, hey, you ever get one of those? Hey, you know what I'm talking about over here? Hey. If you ever got one of those, say it to me right now. Hey! Yeah, so I was like, hey. I said, "Nah, baby, what you talking about?" She said, sweetie, did you think you could eat a Big Mac and get away with it? I was like, well, yeah. I was thinking that. She said, well, I get an email. So I'm just telling you, Alliance, I got it figured out now. I got cash. She don't get no email when I do it with cash. You know what I'm talking about? So here's what I want to tell you. You're going to get your vision expanded. Now, some of you right now, you're going, my mind's already blown. Don't blow it anymore. Can I tell you? You're going to get your mind blown, and it's going to come back together. And you're going to be stronger, and you're going to see further, and you're going to see bigger, and you're going to see yourself differently, and most importantly, you're going to believe differently. This weekend is going to be so life-changing for you. Andy's planned it, and it's going to be powerful. The second thing I can tell you, not only are you going to get your vision expanded, the second thing, if you're going to grow, if you're going to be all you can be, you're going to grow personally and professionally this weekend. You're going to grow in intellect, but can I tell you, you're also going to grow in emotional intelligence. You're going to go to a whole nother level. And now we're starting to figure out, can I tell you something? The latest research is that top Fortune 500, 300, and 100 companies will no longer hire an MBA. Do you know why? They spent millions of dollars on this research. They said, because we no longer want yesterday's information. Do you know how bad you're needed out there? Not only with people that need money, but with people that got money that's looking how to sustain what they've already gotten and get their dreams at a whole nother level. Do you know what's worse than losing a little income? Losing a big income. So know what you've got your hands on. You're going to grow. Connect. You're going to build relationships. You're going to learn this week how to listen better. Anybody in the room besides me ever been hurt by somebody that never paid attention? Maybe you're sitting beside that person right now. You ever have somebody when you're talking to them, they're looking around, they're thinking of everything else? I want to encourage you this weekend to expand your vision, and I want to encourage you to become that person that listens. But here's what I want you to listen to. Things that help you get better. Don't listen to gossip. Don't listen to complaining. Don't listen to critiquing and comparing. Listen to things that will get you to a whole nother level. Can you look at your neighbor and say, he's doing better than we letting him know right now? I just want you to know that. The third thing is you're going to hear stories. You're going to hear stories this weekend that are going to challenge you. They're going to change you. They're going to inspire you, and they're going to encourage you. Thank you very much. You're going to hear those stories this weekend. You know what else you're going to see? You're going to see examples. And some of these people are going to come up here, and I'm going to tell you right now what you're going to say. You ain't going to say it out loud, but you're going to be saying it to yourself. You're going to be saying, self. Self. Come on, talk to yourself, self. How many of you talk to yourself out there? Look around. These are the smartest people on the planet. I just want to let you know that. If you ever see me walking down the street talking to myself, leave me alone. I'm working it out. I'm telling you right now, I'm getting better. Sometimes I talk to myself. And you're going to say to yourself this weekend, I'm way sharper than they are. What are they doing up there? And I'm going to tell you what they're doing up here. They just got a few more knots on their head than you got on yours. Because here's what I can tell you that stands between most people's the success that they want. Do you know what it is? Enough failure. If you will make a decision this weekend that you're going to leave here and you're going to fail more than you've ever failed before, you will succeed more than you've ever succeeded in your life. Let me tell you, that's right over here. I love that. Can I tell you? Some of you are embarrassed by your failures. How many of you have ever heard that? Sometimes I win and sometimes I learn. But don't ever waste a moment of learning by embarrassment, by making a mistake. We'll talk more about that this weekend. The fourth thing that I know that's going to happen to you this weekend is you're going to meet some new friends. The power of association is so amazing. All the latest psychology that has come out about the power of the other, that the power of those people that are closest to you. There are warriors in this room right now that I'm talking to you that a 5-minute conversation with somebody can lift your day and change your perspective. And all of a sudden, you don't need somebody to tell you any longer what to do because somebody validated you and said, I know I struggle too, but guess what? We're not going to be held down by our struggles. We are going to rise above our struggles, and we're going to get stronger. Can I tell you something? Some of you right now are sitting beside somebody that went through a struggle just to get in this room. They went through some stuff. They sold some stuff. They had some people tell them, you shouldn't go to North Carolina. You don't go there again. They had people that negatively tried to impress them and encourage them. Some of you in this room, you came here and you don't have anybody in your life that really sees the greatness that's in you. But I want you to know, you're going to hear from Andy Albright, you're going to hear from these leaders this weekend, that greatness is in you. And let me tell you something, you're about to be astounded and amazed in your own life, because you know what? You're about to get your mind changed. You're going to go to another level. Thank you for those that are clapping right now. That's awesome. So let me tell you, the power of a team is everything. The power of a team is everything. I hope that goes through your mind. I hope at 4 o'clock this morning, you wake up going, the power of a team is everywhere, and it's everything. Those closest to you will determine the level of your success. Those closest to you will determine how far you can go, what you can see, what you can be. The world is full of people right now that could have been great, but got around people that told them they were small. And I just want to tell you this weekend, every one of us in this place are going to be the people that see in people, believe in people, encourage them, build them up, and let them know, I want to go to the top with you. And here's what I would tell you tonight, no person left behind. Would you agree with that? If you're married tonight, I want you to go back to your hotel room and I want you to look them in the eye and say, baby, we are not playing small no more. We're going to change the decimal point in our paycheck. Are you all right with that? So let me tell you, diversity is our strength and unity is our power. Diversity is our strength and unity is our power. Diversity is our strength and unity is our power. You don't know that person sitting right with you right now. It's the person that right now, the excitement that they have in their heart, the expectation that they have in their heart is going to change the decimal point in your paycheck. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care what they say. Oh, yeah, you better. Because the power of life and death is in your mouth. So right now, if you're discouraged, right now, if you're the lowest person in this room, if you sang negative, depressing songs on the way here, mostly that's country music. But I just want to tell you, I don't mean that. I don't mean that. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tim. My wife's name is Gabe. My daughter's name is Bree. My son's name is Blake. And I got to tell you, we have the privilege to speak. I train leaders all over the world. And I have a ranch in Orlando. And I love to mow grass. And we have these great big diesel mowers. And I love to get on that diesel mower and listen to two kinds of music. Now, I'm a pastor, so don't get freaked out, okay? But I love to listen to country music. And then I like to switch over to rap. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I am the coolest pastor in Orlando. I just want to let you know that. And when I get the rap going on the mower, woo! I have lines going down those fields you cannot even imagine. I have a zero turn so I can spin right in the middle of the field and keep going. People wonder what I'm doing. I say, leave me alone. I got a dream, baby. I got a dream. See, you got to figure out what fills you back up. And I don't know if you found this out yet or not. But people will either drain you or they'll fill you. People will either lift you up or they'll try to tear you down. And if you haven't heard the crab story yet, every time a crab is put in a bucket and it starts to crawl out, the rest of the crabs will grab it and pull it back in. I would encourage you this weekend to say, you know what? I'm going to be around the people that love me, that believe in me, that care for me, that honestly have my best interest at heart. I love team. I believe team is so incredibly important. Whether it's your team at home, whether it's your team in your network, your team everywhere in your life is so powerful. And here's what Pat Riley, the famous basketball coach, says. Teamwork requires that everyone's efforts flow in a single direction and a feeling of significance happens and the team's energy takes on a life of its own. My name is Tim. I got to ask you a question. Is that going on in your life right now? Are you creating the environment? You see, I watch a lot of leaders try to find a better strategy, a better sales approach. They try to find a better location, and all those things are really good. But can I tell you, the smartest leaders I know are looking for the right people. Because people find the right strategies, find the best locations, and they create the right environment. So I just want you to be thinking about who could I talk to create this energy that the people around me would not only have success, but they would experience significance. Wow. Can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I coach a lot of leaders. I talk to a lot of people. And people come to me almost every day, and they call me or they come and see me, and they say, Tim, I'm exhausted. I'm working so hard, I'm exhausted. And you know what I almost always say to them? You're not exhausted from hard work. You're exhausted from meaningless work. When you know it matters, it changes everything. So you find a team. So I would tell you, if you're here and you're a team, and by the way, you find somebody you team up with, can I tell you something right now? I would encourage you not only to come and receive something this weekend, I want you to leave 3 things behind. Will you leave these 3 things behind? And I want you to write them down, please. Number 1, I want you to leave worry behind you. Worry is a failed strategy, and every one of us have faced it. And I will tell you that some of you right now, you came here this weekend, and I know right now you're carrying big burdens, and you're carrying hurts, and you're carrying things that honestly would boggle most of our minds. But I want to tell you this right now. Leave worry behind you. Leave it behind you. Don't go home with it. The second thing I encourage you to do is let go of your wounds. Let go of your wounds. Some of you have been so wounded. Some of you have carried these wounds around forever and ever. And I just want to tell you, man, those wounds, if you're not careful, they'll slow you down, and they will keep you down, and they will cause you to remain instead of gain. Let go of those wounds. Forgive. Move on. Let's get a new vision. Let's get a new dream. Some of you, you've been so busy trying to fix your days of yesterday's mistakes and wrongs. And I just want to encourage you tonight in this opening session. I want to encourage you tonight through the power of this team, through the power of this association. I want to encourage you to stop trying to fix broken yesterday and start creating the world and the life and the dream that you always wanted to live. Are you ready? Let's move on. Give somebody some grace. Give somebody some space. If you forgive them, you're not telling them you're right. You're just saying, hey, you no longer have a spot with free rent in my heart. You're going to move. The last one is this. Get rid of wrongs, okay? Get rid of wrongs. You ever make a wrong turn? You ever say the wrong thing? You ever go the wrong direction? You ever have that happen to you? Yeah, I know you have. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to believe in your dreams. I want you to think bigger. I want you to get a bigger vision. I want you to honestly have powerful association. Andy Albright put this together. This is a great man, a great leader, a great friend. I'm pretty certain he's not perfect, just like you're not perfect. So let's don't measure and critique each other. Let's build one another up, encourage one another, and let's go chase our dreams. Can we do it, man? All right, baby. You gonna do it?
Do it.
Hey, thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. Great job. Hey, stay standing on your feet. Please welcome back to the stage the heart-stopping, style-rocking, hard-working, smooth-walking, sense-talking, life-scaping, community-shaping, money-making, earthquaking, jet-flying, limousine-riding, testifying, death-defying, the legendary Andy Albright.
How we doing so far? How you doing so far? How many of you like, I've had enough, I'm going to get me somebody, I'm going to recruit, I'm going to kill this thing already? That's the way I usually am. Like, I got to get out of here. How much more time, how much more motivation do I get? How much more knowledge? I got to go. Okay. So the agency managers got theirs. What do I want? How do I get it? And if you guys will send the other agency managers that are coming late, we had weather and all kinds of stuff happen, send them to me and I'll get them theirs. These are available in the store. Focus. It's all about focus. I have 6 people that I want to get up here real quick. Diane Lampy, if you would join me on stage. More than 6, actually. Diane, come up. Paul and Tamara. Andy Riddle. Mike and Noel. Robbie Kraft and Stephen Davies. Would you come up here? Where? Aha. Okay. So what we're doing this weekend, what do we want people to know? How do we want them to feel? What do we want them to do? We are key leaders. We're all agency managers, vice presidents. We're all looking because we want to know where to focus. So the question is going to be, who are we talking to? Who is coming with us? That's what we're looking for. And all these people that are coming in behind us, who gets the feeling, who understands the power of what we're putting together. So we start asking them, who's it? Are you in? And then what we do is we focus on those people. Now listen, let me explain. This gets missed too. We're going to be super, super kind and super, super nice to everybody in our hot spots. I've spent a lot of time working on people skills and saying, how do we keep people in by being nice and not putting pressure on them, not putting them down? But who we're going to have ride with us, who we're going to have ride with us for ride-alongs, who we're going to have over at our house late nights, on the phone, calling through their entire list. Who we decide to work with is everything. Because if we're working for people that don't, if we're trying to help people that don't want it, it's going to be very annoying for them and frustrating for us. And it's not like we can't commit here, and then if something happens, we can go somewhere else. So we can change where we're committed. We're not locked into people. But we can slow down on somebody and say, look, I'm going to give you everything I got. I'm going to give you everything I got. But if they start backing off, you don't have to warn them. You don't have to send a signal. You just quit. You quit taking. They're not the one you're reaching out to, talking to, and having over to house. Does that kind of make sense? You just shift it over. Don't get mad, because tomorrow the person who's ballistic might decide to take a break, and you might have to switch to somebody else. And all you do is just switch. There's no pressure. But we got to create overnight success stories. That's the game plan. We have a guy in here, I'm not sure if he's made the drive up yet, but he went key leader in 2 months. And he did it with, he's what? Bailey, is he here? Is he up in the house? Is his wife here too? What's her name? Raquel. Agency manager in 2 months. He's got a real shot at going, key leader in 2 months, got a real shot at going agency manager in July. His 3rd month, agency manager. which will be his first month of qualification to agency manager and his second month being qualified as a key leader. He's already got 80,000 points in 2 months to go to Alaskan Crew. We're going to find them like that. And so all of a sudden, we're going to go right to them and we're going to just say, let's go. We're going to do everything we can for you. And we're going to drop down and we're going to work with them as much as we can. Oh, I want to mention this about hot spots. If we can get less sure of ourselves, have a little more humbleness, and I'm talking specifically to the key leaders, especially some of us that are more confident, cocky, arrogant than others. If we can be more unsure of ourselves, less right, and more open, it's not like we have to get dumb all of a sudden, but we have to just listen a little more and not be so confident. People like that more. I was on a plane, I don't think, it wasn't this last trip before last, and we went through some really bad weather, and it was doing some crazy stuff, and the pilots even said, hey, get right with your maker. And there was several people who had different opinions on who the maker was. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a couple religions, one right across. Don't say your name. I know who was on there. But they had an opinion. The one across from me had an opinion. And this one, he needed to get an opinion. And I said, hey, I'm fired up. And they're like, why? I said, we're going to find out who's right. We're getting ready to find out what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And you know, one that was with me, he's like, aren't you sure about it? I said, I ain't like 100% sure. You know what I'm saying? But these people that are so sure, they're annoying. Like, I don't know if you, I'm laughing, but I'm not kidding. Like, how do you know, no? How does Tim know, no? Tim says, I just know. I'll be like, dude, I know you. I can tell. I can see your lip moving. You ain't sure 100%. You're like 99.9. I can tell. But I know the question and ask him, and he'll just change the subject, kind of. You understand what I'm telling you? Like, stop it with the being right and how you know that you're so right about something. Does that kind of make sense? I was listening to Furtick over here. I was taking a shower in my room over there. I had my Furtick thing playing, and it was about doubt. And he's saying, I got to tell you, I got my doubts. He said, but faith is just doing it and just believing it no matter if you don't see it. If you're not 100%, you just do it. You just go with it. And I was like, and I didn't go like, oh. I was more like, I was right about that doubt thing. I'm right about the fact that you can't be right. And then I kind of felt bad about myself. I said, people are not going to like that arrogance about you. The fact that you know you're right about the doubting everything a little bit. But I felt better about myself because Furtick was saying it confirmed what I thought, which is nobody is like 100% unless they're just telling themselves that they're 100% committed to something and are right about something. We got to back off of it. Also, for key leaders and agency managers and you guys, oftentimes what got us here won't get us there. What got us out of there won't get us into there. You with me? So what we got to think about, what do we think about? If something has to change to get us into a new spot, here's the 3 different things that need to change. Our values, our mindset, or our work ethic. I was talking to one of my counselors about a person, and I said, how do I change them? He said, the only thing will change them is time and the environment. The only thing that'll change it is time and the environment. So we know what the environment is, right? Books, audios, conventions, and time. The only other factor is their want to factor, because no amount of time and no amount of environment will change somebody if they don't want to change. So changing mindset, changing values, changing work ethic. How can I need a way to, Oh. So this, what I want and how do I get it, determines things in our life that you might not like. So if I tell you what to do, you might think you've joined some kind of a strange organization. Because a lot of us get it. So all of a sudden, we've broke ties from people that don't fit the how do I get part. So we know what we want, so the how do you get involves getting away from people that are holding you down. But if you tell people, get your mess and let's go, like that guy did, or that sent from heaven above guy, get your mess and let's go. The people that got their mess and went, people thought they'd lost their mind, and people made fun of them and said, he's joining something. You with me? But that's how they created something, is finding the ones that said, what do I want? How do I get it? Does that kind of make sense? So in other words, what we've got to do, Jake and Bale, is get them to understand this and make the decision on their own that they want it, which happens to be what we want, which is called influence. That kind of so we got to use this tool as opposed to scaring the doo-doo out of them by telling them how to do it. We got to let them figure it out. But you see how we're laying it on a silver platter so they can figure it out, like the ones that even don't have to be all that bright can figure it out. Does that make sense? Because intelligence apparently is based on what they do, and so if they brilliantly break ties with bad people in their life, that appears intelligent, and they get what they want, and we get what we want. Does that make sense? Manipulation, on the other hand, when we're hurting them and it takes from them and they don't get what they want. But when it's they want, they get it because of this, that's called influence. You tracking where we're headed? I'm trying. Okay, so these are people that I think get it, and I think they're doing the do. And I'm doing a lot better job of watching the numbers now because I'm narrowing my focus. I don't know if I wrote down my list. I've got other people I'm watching. But I want you to hear from these guys. Paul, would you kick it off?
Thank you. I love fighting for this team behind me here. I could tell you incredible stories about each one of them and the battles that we've gone through, the struggles that we've gone through, the fights that we've won, the fights that we've lost. One particular story I really want to talk about is about 7, 8 years ago, something happened to our organization that was very tough. And I was talking with Stephen Davies, and he probably took the biggest punch during this time. And this is what Stephen said to me that just really woke me up and made me want to fight like hell to win. He said, Paul, nothing great was ever built by tearing something else down. Only great things are built by us building each other up. Now, those are Easy words for me to say right now. But he said these words during a time when most people couldn't say words like that. I was amazed. My jaw dropped. I was like, oh my God, this is the guy I want to fight for, fight with, win with, go to battle with, right? And again, I can tell you about Mike and Noel. Mike and Noel and I drove from St. Louis to Indianapolis, and Noelle stayed up all night, and I learned so much about the things and the struggles she's gone through. Andy Riddle, dear Lord, the dude's going to fight, and he's going to keep fighting. And he's one of those ones that when he's down, he's just going to stand back up. He's that Rocky that keeps getting punched and keeps standing up, and you're like, dude, seriously, stay down. But he don't stay down. He keeps getting back up. And I want to fight harder for him. I want to become better for all of these guys. Diane Lampy. I like to run. I know it's weird, but I love it. It builds me, makes me stronger, and allows me, gives me time to think about other people and pray for other people. Last couple years, I've been out running, tears coming down my eyes for Diane Lampy. And the battle she's winning, and the battle she continues to win. And she continues to go up and up and up and win and win. When I said these guys scare the hell out of me, I ain't kidding. I get out of bed every morning wanting to be better for them. Let me rephrase that. I get out of bed every morning wanting to be gooder for them. Right? Robbie Kraft, dear Lord, the fight that he's giving us, the energy that he's giving us. I hope that I can earn y'all's respect. I mean, every day I hope I can fight and earn y'all's respect. And then I'll say this. This man sitting here to my left, the speech he gave at National Convention, where he was talking to future generations. I beg you to go back and watch that. Don't just watch it once. This is a 10 times, 15, 20 times before it really, truly sinks in of what he's talking about with this coin. Who are you? I can fight like hell for someone like this because he knows who he is. He knows who he is, and I want to fight harder for that. I beg you, please go back and listen to that thing over and over till it finally resonates with you, till you understand who we have leading this company. And it will be the greatest company in the world.
Mike and Noel.
If I could just put into your heads and into your minds where I was when I started this business, it was an opportunity to do something with people that I respected. I respected Alex and Jenny Abian, and they offered this to me, and there was no way I was going to turn it away, and I had no idea what I was doing. And if I could just put into your heads that faith, I guess, that Andy was talking about, from where we were when we started to show you the vision of where it is today with the Alliance, it has never, ever been bigger and better and more exciting and more inspiring and more together and more culture than it is today. And you all are in the right place at the right time with the right people with an opportunity to create millions of dollars in this business. The bigger thing is you have an opportunity to make millions of impacts for future generations that aren't even born yet. Because here's the thing, when Mike and I started, we didn't have kids in this business. We have 4 kids today. My oldest is going off to college, and just knowing what she knows just from being around y'all, being around all these leaders with Andy. Get this. It's bigger than you think it is. Your problems are big in your mind. You can overcome it. Together we can overcome it. I've seen them all overcome. I'm watching people overcome today. Just don't quit. That's all you got to do. Do the work and don't quit. That's the only thing Mike and I have done. Some days Andy's like, you need to work harder. I know. I'm going to hand it over to the love of my life. Thank you, Mike Leventovich, for never quitting.
Awesome. Okay. We were excited when we got started, and it was awesome. But when we got started, we were pretty stupid. Or at least I was. There's a whole lot I didn't know. I'll tell you today, I see what's been put together with the ARC, the Agent Resource Center, and I am intentionally fired up and excited at a level I never could have been. And if just to give you some perspective, if you're brand new, you don't know how it was 6 months ago or even over the last few years, but we used to have 17 passwords and logins memorized, and then we'd have to train that new agent to log in to 17 different websites, to look at 17 different commission statements and try to remember how it worked. And because of that, we were tripping over money not knowing, because I would get tired of trying to look at all. There's some I just didn't look at. I just prayed that they were correct. And so now with the ARC, I can see everything in one view. It is unbelievable. And then it's like, now some of y'all are thinking, well, I found a problem. And you know what? I'm fired up. We didn't know it was a problem before. It's like, kind of like y'all know that they got HD TV now, right? And all these newscasters, they have a problem because you can see all their zits. Some of them have to have more plastic surgery. Well, guess what? Some of our carriers have to have a little more plastic surgery because we can see their zits. But we're going to get them fixed, and it's going to be awesome, and I'm fired up out of my mind. Please build it. You have no idea. And I will tell you one more thing. As this CRM is getting crazy, Junior and I were talking the other day. He's like, my gosh, we're going to know about our clients and their kids. And our kids one day, as they run this business, our kids will be writing business on the kids and grandkids of our clients because of the CRM inside the ARC. Let's go, let's go.
Robbie Kraft. Oh, I'm guessing that Jenny Abian's not in here. Hopefully, she's still here. Okay, another miracle. Jenny Abian, we are glad that you are here. We're so glad you're here. We love you. My wife sends instructions. Do not go near her. Do not touch her. Do not hug her. Do not ask her questions. Let her enjoy being here. She says she's not worried, but Jane wants me to say that, so I'm going to do it. She needs, don't get around her. Just wave at her. Hey, and keep going. Keep smiling. She appreciate that. I know Alex will. Robbie Kraft.
So I was driving to work this morning, and my old car, before I bought the car that I drive now, was a 2000 Volkswagen Jetta, a.k.a. the Silver Bullet. I sold that thing on Craigslist. I cried 3 years ago. But in my Silver Bullet in the trunk, y'all know 6 CD changers? So like there was a cassette player. Yeah, I'm 32 years old. I know what cassette players are. There was a cassette player right here that that I had like the old school Bluetooth kind of like that didn't work real well. But if I popped my trunk, that would sometimes open. This little thing right here, like you pop your trunk and you look this wrist, I would have 6 NAA CD audios in. And so I met Andy December 29th of 2009. I have no idea why he hired me. If you ever want a good time, if you go to YouTube and you Google Coach yells at rookie agent, you'll see me 9 years ago with big hair, cotton khakis. I was a mess. And so like 6 months out of college, I'm interviewing with the CEO of a $100 million company. I have no idea what's going on. And I interview him. He's like, did you go to NC State? And I'm like, yeah. He said, what'd you study? Finance. He's like, you're hired. And I said, for what? He's like, come back Monday, we'll figure it out. And so just, the ride of just like getting in my Volkswagen Jetta diesel that sounded like a Mack truck, it was a chick car, And then I would like just sneak in an hour of audio because my parents lived in Winston. I lived in my parents' basement, $50,000 in debt. And I would drive to Burlington. And then my girlfriend was in Raleigh, so I would drive from Winston to Burlington to Raleigh, from Raleigh to Burlington. I'd just sneak in 2 hours of audio. And my goal was to just keep outworking people. And my dad's like, is there any room for growth? And I was like, I think if I just keep working really hard, I think I'll be fine. And so like, my strategy was just like, work, yeah, right there. Hey, fun fact, before Paul Roberts stopped drinking, he is in that video too, right? It is an amazing video that will change your life. And Paul at the end of this video kicks the door in. It's awesome. I need to watch that tonight for inspiration. So, have you seen that recently? It's unbelievable. So, anytime I get discouraged, I watch that and I get fired up again. But the point I'm saying, like, it doesn't really matter where you're at now. Like, I just knew that if I would listen to Andy and do what Andy said, even though if I didn't know why, if I would just duplicate, then I would be okay. And like, Andy was like, people are gonna make fun of you. Like, your parents have a lake house, and when you go up and pick up checks on Saturday and Sunday, your friends are gonna make fun of you. And they did, and I was like, he's right again. So, like, everything that he said happened. And everything he's saying for the future is going to happen too. And the question is, are you going to be here with us? Because like, I was so jacked up in 2010, and like I thought I was perfect, and now I know how jacked up I am because like fast forward 10 years. But like I start giggling to myself. Like if you see me and I'm like giggling, it's because I'm thinking about what we're going to be 10 years from now. Because with his vision and his leadership and the arc, we're going to take over. So I'm just happy to be here, man.
How many people do you know that are more committed to grow capital and have more in it than you? Like, y'all know what I'm talking about? Do you know think about how many people you think are more committed than you?
You are more committed than I am. I don't know. I really don't know. Every time it goes down a little bit, I buy more, just to get my mind right. But can I tell them about them coming in town?
Yeah.
So me and Mike Alleman went to, where's Mike? When did we go to Baton Rouge? Was that 4 weeks ago? 6 weeks ago. So now I was telling these, they're senior software developers. So I'm learning all this IT talk. I learned what API was last week. Anyway, so I would tell them what we wanted, like what Andy's vision was, and then Mike would speak IT. So like I would speak for 5 minutes, and Mike's like, guys, here's what he said. And I was like, that's exactly what I said. And then I would say something else, and Mike's like, here's what he's saying. So like Mike was my IT translator, but I was a watered down version of Andy. I was like, here's what we want, and then Mike's like, here's what we need. And I was like, yes, that's what I said. So we went there, they came back here, and I was blown away. Like, our IT team is so fired up about how smart they are, and something about they don't hire junior people, they only hire seniors, and I don't know what that meant, but it sounds awesome. Just know they're really smart, the people that are doing our stuff. And we wanted something done, and the guy's like, 6 hours. So I don't want y'all to freak out. Everybody, like, remain calm. Nobody stand up and smack anybody. But on my phone, there's a app that says Alliance Mobile. It's the ARC app that's going to be released per them next week. So in IT language, that's just going to be soon. I'm just going to say soon. So, but they say next week. Mike Alleman soon. It's going to be after tomorrow for sure. But just the speed that they're doing stuff blows my mind. And they came here and they were like, and Tony was like, it's probably going to take them a couple of weeks. They had stuff done in 6 hours. So they've stopped a lot of stuff they're working on to make your life gooder and gooder and gooder inside the ARC.
He's all in. He's all in, and really impressed me how he went all in, betting on the ARC, Bombshell, and Grow Capital. And there are I can count. I know there's Joel, there's JB, there's Terry, and there's one other dude and then I'd be as far as I know, and then there's Robbie believing in it, and it might be some more managers that I don't know, but anyway, I think it's cool that he's bought in and understands and gets it. A buyer, enter, and a competitor, Andy Riddle.
Thank you, Andy. It's just an honor to be part of this Inner Six that Andy's put together and hanging out with these guys. Paul, what you talked about earlier with waking up every morning scared, it's one of those things with these guys. When you're on a great team, you have to raise your game. You have to perform at a higher level. You have to take it to another level. When Andy invited me onto the group, I was like, I have to take my game to another level. And it was by the way of doing it. And I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know if I could even do it. But the funny thing is, when you take your game to another level and you get to that next level, there is so much more inside you that you can get. And what Andy's putting together with this Inner Six and Andy's coaching and pouring into us is helping us all get to another level. And as the key leaders in the room, we need your help to become that billion-dollar company. We need your help to start going after these bigger companies like World Financial Group and taking them down. We are going to do it together. And knowing that the championship team that we have assembled here and the guys that you guys have in here and chasing things together and going to achieve that together, we can do that in the aspects of going out there and accomplishing things and raising our games to levels that we don't even know exist at this point. Because in the 12 years I've been here, I've watched Andy Albright run at a level that I don't understand, and now I'm seeing people start running at his level and trying to catch him. For the first time, instead of just letting him run out in front and just foul, people are trying to catch up and run at that level and go at that level. And we need more people to do that. And to be the great team that we're going to be, we need more of you to step up and run at that level. I was doing a hotspot last week, and a new guest asked me, he said, so tell me, what's the stuff that you don't like about the Alliance? And I stood there for a second. It took me a minute, and I was thinking about it. I was like, there's really nothing. There's parts that are hard. I thought back to when I played basketball. Like, I haven't played in like 20 years, and I think back now, and suicides aren't that bad 20 years later. You actually start to miss them. You're like, I would actually run a few suicides right now just to play it for a little bit, get warmed up and stuff, until I did it probably. But it was in that sense, and I thought about the Alliance, and it's knowing that with the Alliance, there's little things like suicide that feel bad at that moment, but when you have a team like this behind you, it's worth it. And you're going to go out there and fight it, and you'll go out there and run extra suicides. You'll go out there and do extra things. And we're looking for more guys that are willing to go out there and do extra, and push through that, because it's really not even that hard. It feels like it is. It's getting on the phones and making those dials. Before you get on the phone, it's that thinking, how hard is this going to be? 15 minutes into it, you don't even realize it's 2 hours later. And it's that aspects of everything that we do in this and having everyone raise their game to a level that you can't even think of that you can go to, and pushing yourself to that level and going after it. And the more you start pushing yourself to those levels and keep pushing your body and pushing your mind and pushing what you want to do and growing in that senses, the team needs that to grow. And we're looking for more of you guys to come aboard to do that. These six guys behind me, that's just an honor to run with them. I'm just trying to keep up with them and fight through the battles that they do. And it's just an honor to be running with them and have guys like this that have my back, because I have their back. And we are going to fight through whatever we have to fight through to take down those companies and become that billion-dollar company. And thank you so much for Andy for being the leader that you are and showing us how to do that.
So the agency managers that didn't come in time to go back in the back, let me walk through what all we walked through. And Mark Marcellus, I can't believe I don't know how I didn't say your name, but I want you to talk to me, and I'm going to get you the details on it. And anybody else, I'm not sure if you were in yet, Marvin. So just make sure you talk to me pretty quickly so I can get you up to date, up to speed on everything. Sorry about that. So just take a look around. We almost didn't get everybody in here that wanted to get in here, and this is Thursday night. It's going to be insane tomorrow. To be crystal clear, we have a national convention coming up in here it will absolutely sell out. Absolutely, I'm betting everything it's going to sell out. You get your tickets through your agency manager. Go online to Alliance National Convention and see what they are. If you get them from me, talk to your agency manager. Massive, massive discounts that they can provide, okay? It's a great setup. Talk to your agency manager and say, hey, what do I need to do? What's the deal? And we'll talk more about it as we go, but just know it's a crazy deal they're going to do. And basically, each one of them, this group has already committed to all the tickets in the house. So what happens is, when your agency manager runs out, find an agency manager that ain't run out and get them from him. But try to check with your agency manager first. Holly Davies, thank you so much for those Rolex idea. Let's hear from Stephen and Holly Davies. Great idea.
Guys, now it's time to rally around Andy and Jane. Rally around these people, the top. We want you to win. I know I've rallied around them because they've helped me so much grow. Now is the time. We want you to win. We'll do anything we can to help you.
I never thought I'd see a huggable banner before, but can you look at my man Soto's banner? Don't you ever just want to hug that banner right there? That's hashtag hello, Soto. I'm so proud of you, buddy. And I bring that up to bring this up. We need new heroes of the Alliance. Who's going to be the next heroes of the Alliance? I mean, hey, thank goodness we've got a CEO that's not some freaking scaredy cat that doesn't want to change anything and just wants to sit on things and hope nothing goes backwards. Thank God we got a CEO and a president that will get out there and say, you know what, let's challenge everything we're doing. You know what, let's try something different. You know, we're not going to get to $1 billion company like we are. Thank God we got somebody like Andy at our helm. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to ask you one more thing. I'm going to ask you one more thing. Put that applause in your back pocket for a minute. It's not always a joke. Jesus. Oh, she's got her applause in my back pocket. Yeah. It's Key Leader Session rated R. Hey, serious business though. As hard as you just applauded, here's what I'm going to ask. Show up. Show up. Show up and bring it. Don't just applaud and be, and I'm talking to key leaders and above. If you're not key leader and this is too much, it's okay. My name's Mike Leventovich. I'm a joker. I can be mean as a snake, but people love me for who I am, especially my best friend, Stephen Davies. Hey, but serious business, show up. I mean, come on, what the heck? What the heck? Show up. Love is an easy thing to say. Loyalty is an easy thing to say. We can say I'm loyal. We can say I love. I love Andy Albright. I'm loyal to Andy Albright. So you know what that means? That means I get up off of my butt every morning and I make something happen. That means I don't quit when it's convenient. That means I don't turn in when I'm tired. That means I don't stop because if somebody quit on me and hurt my feelings and no money. I love Andy Albright. I love Jane Albright. I'm so thankful they're in my life. All I'm saying is, if you're going to applaud, let's bring it, but let's bring it for real, and let's bring it. Let's bring it all the way into national convention. Let's stop stopping. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring it into national convention where the state of North Carolina puts a cease and desist on the alliance for holding a convention here in January, because that's the kind of heat we're going to bring. Let's show our love for Andy and Jane and what they've done for us and what they put on the line for us with action every single day. Are you with me? Love y'all.
Y'all grab a seat. So I think what I'll do is Mark and Cheryl, and I'm not sure who, if Marvin, you or not, any other agency managers, what I want you to do as soon as we wrap up, I want you to come up these steps and come around back, and I'll meet you in the green room. Go down those steps, and I'll update you. So Robbie, if y'all will make sure to get my handouts and my coins to give them, and just the details that we get them caught up to speed before they kick off the weekend. So people, I want you to understand, like, people say, what do you want me to do? Like, this is key leaders and agency managers. I want you to crush the basics. You see, you think these people are crushing the basics? Yes. Do I think they're perfect? A couple of them are a long ways from perfect. That'd be me and another one. Okay? So what do you mean by basics? Annuities in their group, them selling annuities, hot spots, being at hot spots, doing hot spots, getting referrals, recruiting in width. Andy Riddle personally has put in 117 people so far this year, licensed and contracted direct to him. And he's got people in that direct width that are here that have passed like 800 people to end up in the top 50 in the country that he's put in width. And I have one guy who's got 5 or 6 people recruiting, and he said, I've been focusing on working on depth. I said, how's that working? He said, pretty good. I said, do you think all 5 of y'all recruited 117 people in the last 6 months? And he said, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start putting in some width. Does that sound cool? I said, that's a good idea right there. Every time somebody comes up to me, guess what happened? I sold like 14 policies last week. I'm like, what'd you do, book appointments? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, what'd you do, make a bunch of calls? Well, yeah. How'd you know that? I said, I hired 3 people. What'd you do? Did you call some people? Robbie Pratt put 2 people in class. Oh, it's last 2 days in a row. 4 people, both days, or 4 altogether? 2 and 2. 2 days to say, what'd you do? Call? I said, what'd you do? Make some calls? He's like, yeah. How many hours you call?
4 hours total.
2 hours one day and 2 hours the next, put 2 in class. What'd you do? Make some phone calls? So what I'm saying is basics, 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 basics. People say, you want Adam Katz to do the basics? He's my buddy. Yes. Do you want him up here? Yes. What about Fitz? Yes. So Fitz has been with you years. He's killing. He's massive. He's making money. He's got the big ring. Yes. Basics. You with me? What I'm looking for is that we become. I want to be clear about this too. I love that statement you said about we can't. You were getting quoted by somebody. We can't build something by tearing something down. We ain't attacking WFG or American Income or what's the other one? Prime America. We are building our business, but we're looking at their numbers. If you're wondering, they're both in where we're in the ballpark of 100 million. They're in a ballpark of $800 million in new premium and recruiting insane numbers of people. So I'm saying we're going to beat their numbers. We're not taking their people. Yeah, we hiring them, and somebody last week, somebody hired somebody that was with us. I was like, whatever. You with me? That's not, our goal is not to take anybody down. Our goal is to pass, because we get more, our inner circle here gets more committed than anybody on their team, that we double. And then we each find one or two that's more committed to doing this, and you double. Get it? So we're not tearing down, we're just smoking. We're getting more crystallized. I don't even remember where I was reading it, but they said every Super Bowl, they go to the coaches and the top players and they say, what did you do? And they say, well, we just got really committed and we loved each other and we just got really tight with each other and we focused on the basics and we committed to the basics. And then the reporter always goes, no, but like, that's cool. So what did y'all do different? Like, what did y'all do? And they go, no, I mean, and they're always just doing their hair like this. And they're like, well, we just got really committed to the basics. And, that's what we did. And reporters always get so frustrated because they want to say like we really started drinking Gatorade, or we really, we got a new health facility, we got a new strength coach. But no, it's always, we loved each other and we cared about each other and we just wouldn't let each other let down. And if one of us was slacking up, we'd give them like the Marine thing, we just give them a go. And that's always what we did. And you're like, oh. That's our game plan. That we get tight, and we pull one more in and one more in and one more in until we just blow this thing up. Okay, so fired up. Diane Lampy, take us home.
First of all, I want to say I love all you guys, and it's been just such an honor to be, in the fight together. And thank you for Andy for, being there all the time when we need him. But guys, it's our time to unite and to pull out all the stops and get going. Now, it reminds me of a story that Zig Ziglar had told, and I don't know if you heard this one, Andy, I'm sure you have, about the power of unity of the Belgian horses. And they're like Clydesdale horses. And what happens is when you have one Belgian horse, like Clydesdale horses are huge, right? And the Belgian horses, if you have one by themselves pulling, they can pull about 8,000 pounds. Okay? That's a lot. And then what ends up, I had to put my notes down to make sure I get this right. But then if you put two horses together that just don't know each other, and you band them, you get them together and they pull, you would think they would pull what? 16,000 pounds. But actually, they pull 24,000 pounds because of the synergy of two of them. Okay, but it gets better than that, but they're not unified. But if you take a matched pair of people that are playing together, grow up together, associate together, maybe they're brothers and sisters in these horses, and they work together, and they bond, and they have very similar size. They play together all the time. They're unified. Guess what happens? The matched pair does 32,000 pounds, 4 times the amount of one. That's what happens if we all right here make a commitment to unify. These numbers will not only 4x, they'll 10x, and you can be part of it. You can make changes right here, right now, by making a decision to become unified. Andy has worked so hard to get the team together and unify that. And this does not happen by accident. Andy had this in his mind all along. And this vision is about ready to happen. Come be with us, unify, join us, make this happen. Let's get this to a $100 million company. Let's go, 1 billion.
Y'all done got me fired up. That's the other one, Terry and Tia Edwards. That's what I want y'all to do. Just blister. man come on to me. You got that in your pocket still? You done something? Come here, let's show this check. Man, come on here. Let me show you this check. Just come on to me. So let me show you this. I picked us up on the way in here. Yeah. Tell them how much they say.
$85,000.
National, what? Paid to the order of National Western Life Insurance Company, $85,000. Just wrote him a check. Man, picking up money right there, Bo. Is that going to be an annuity or IUL? An annuity right there. I want you to just keep killing it. I want you to keep killing it, Bo. All right, so we're ending earlier than we did National Convention. We lit it up. We want to get you home. Some of you are still associating and tag. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. President's Club. President's Club, I want you to stay a few minutes. I want to chat with you. If you're not on President's Club, you're getting ready to start getting kind of like, 4:45. When you clock out at 5, you're getting stuff ready. Job people drive me crazy. 8 a.m., no, 7:30. 7:30 breakfast is served all the way, 8 a.m.? 7:30 registration. Breakfast is served right at 8 until 9 if you have a meal ticket. And at 9 a.m., here on stage will be Andy Riddle. And at 9 a.m. sharp will be Michelle Alleman on that stage, right? Y'all gonna kick this thing up. We got the women's leadership. We got the men's leadership. We're gonna light this thing up. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna learn something. We're gonna get tighter. We're gonna get more united. We're gonna get more refreshed. And we're gonna come out of this thing smoking. And the rest of this year, ain't nobody seen nothing like this. Foresters will have a contest to get your mind right. Day one. Issue. And by the way, the Foresters contest is going to be a 90-day sprint because we want to fly you up to Toronto the first week in December. I think we got the dates. So what will happen is August, September, October 31st. Is that the last day of October? But it'll count. It's a 90-day sprint, but we're going to count Monday coming out of here if it gets issue paid. So if you already put some business in the pipeline, you got a head start, but it's all the way to the last day of October, and that way we can get the winners, we get the planes booked, flights booked, we get up to Toronto in December, plus the Rolex watches, plus all the promotions and opportunities that are here. So details, I'm asking my staff before they start moving out, is quickly, if you're not in President's Club, we love you more than you can imagine. But you are not in the club, so you need to move over that way. President's Club, move up. You can move into the seats, key leader seats, and we're going to chat. We love y'all. Give us some music, Billy, as we transition. See y'all in the morning.
Everybody that does not, well, I shouldn't say that. If you're not a member of President's Club, we love you. We will see you in the morning. Move quicker. If you are in President's Club, make a little bit of noise. This is nuts. This whole commitment. My name's Andy Lee. Calm down. I'm just introducing the important one. Yeah. I'm the director of President's Club. Guys, all of these changes seriously, look at this. It was not like this a year ago. Has nothing to do with me, has everything to do with him and the money that he is putting into the resources in President's Club, into the time, the effort, the energy, the staffing. It's just everything's going through the roof, from the web pres to the new staff members we're bringing on board. We're getting ready to have to hire one, possibly two more. President's Club started, about a year and a half ago when I took it over. There was 174. Entering this convention, we're at 350. So we have more than doubled it. I'm fully expecting within the next 6 months we're going to be over 500. I want to be half of the convention with blue lanyards on. Big, hairy, audacious dreams. I want to make it big. But here's what it's going to take. You guys keep talking about it. We're not selling the memberships. You guys are the ones that are selling the memberships. I'm not kidding you. People are calling in every single day saying, this person told me I got to get in. This person told me you guys are doing this. This people are telling me I got to do this. I'm getting this. I'm like, yes. What took you so long? Yeah. So everything that you're seeing now is the vision that he had, that he instilled in me when I took it over, and he said, this is where we got to take it. This is what I'm going to put into it. Take it with it and run with it. And I know he's ready to take a nap. He's going to give y'all a few minutes. Please get on your feet. Help me welcome President and CEO Andy Albright.
All right, thank you, President's Club. Thank you for stepping up, committing just a little bit extra. For me in my life, I'm always looking about how can I easier commit more? How can I be more fanatical the best way? So in other words, it looks like you're stepping up with President's Club because you're taking on another aspect of your business. But what you're getting is the team that we've put together with all of President's Club. Are they in here? Let's make sure. Let's get your whole team up here. You're getting that team, which is a unbelievable. Did you do a cacao? Man, I threw a cacao on us. What you're getting is this team, which is an unfair advantage. They call people up and go, why are you not using us? You're paying and not using us. What the heck is wrong with you? Which is unbelievable. It's expected because I've trained them and that's what I expect them to do, but they are my extension. I've never had a group that I'm more proud of than this President's Club, this organization that helps y'all out. But here's what I've been good at. There's a couple things. One is getting people to come to events like Hot Spots or Waffle House, 10 or 12 people, or national conventions or family reunions. And then what I do is I draw lines like this. I just draw a line and just go across, and I'm just like, all right, here we go. That's the line right there. And I go, all right, look, I love all y'all and it don't matter. The more people I can get lined up, Brant, the more I can say, like, it don't bother me if you don't step over the line, but I'm looking for people, Terry. Oh, that's what I'm saying. So I'm just looking for fanatics. And here's the way you can go fanatic this weekend. Okay, so in other words, I'm not talking to you because you're already over the line, but it's the people that ain't over the line. And I'm going to do it so many times this week, but when you're at your night owl or you're at Waffle House or you're talking to them, I want you to do this right here to them. It's just like, hey man, we just fired up. Y'all are awesome, but we're looking for fanatics. And they go like, what could I do to prove myself? And you go like, you know what? I already love you. You don't have to do anything. But if you're asking me what I did when I was on that side of the line, I said, all right, I'm going to go get the Fanatics package of books. I'm going to join President's Club. That's what I did. I promise you, if you don't, I'm going to love you more than anything. I'll never say anything to you. And one of them goes, well, what if I do? And I go, well, you got to know who to focus on. And you gotta watch what people do, not what they say. And then the person's like, wait a minute, are you saying I should step over too? And I go like, I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm telling you what I did. Now, it looks like Patzer's doing it too, but don't feel bad. Don't feel the pressure. Don't feel the peer pressure. You got your situation. Your mama moved in, your daddy moves in, or kids are going to college, or whatever you got going on. There's no pressure. And then you watch them. And one of them go like, I don't care. Just like that right there. And when people do that, they do more. And when they do more, they get more results. And then they're shocked. Like, what makes me better than him? I'm like, dude, you're not better than him. You stepped over the line. That's all you did. All you did was a little bit more, and you got lucky. And they go like, I didn't get lucky. I worked harder than him. And I go, whatever. Because what happens is, it looks like you just looked up and found somebody because you stepped over the line. So I'm really good at just doing that, going like, all right. And then some people are brilliant at not stepping over. They'll be like, yeah, it's crazy. And I just go like, I don't care. Don't bother me that they don't step over the line. But you guys have stepped over the line. Now what you got to do, there's two things you got to do. There's other lines. You got to find them. Sometimes you're like, what are y'all looking for? And I go, you know that annuity thing I said? You know that referral thing I mentioned? I can't do that till Monday. What can I do here? And I don't know. Look around. One idea is you could get people on your team to commit to President's Club. To commit. Oh, by the way, hey, let's tell them some inside information. First of all, inside information. Let's tell them what the deal is going to be on tickets. That the agency managers, let's do that. Let's tell them more about the Foresters contest. We want to basically give them as much head start as we can on anything. Would y'all introduce yourself and tell us how long you've been with us, what you studied in school, where you're from? Just give us some interesting who you are so that they know who you are and who they can holler at and who they can get in contact with and where your booth is, and just each one of you light them up, okay?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lindsay Brown. I have been with the Alliance for about 7 months already, and I am fired up, y'all. I'm fired up. Woo! So I'm the admin for President's Club. When you all request resumes, I am the person who sources and sends them out to you. When you all need to be advised by all of anyone standing here next to me, I'm the person that's going to get you on their calendar. I'm a junior right now at UNCG, and I'm studying business administration. Right now, you can find us up at our booth, up on the ABT floor.
Upstairs. Yep. Y'all got the whole floor? Just our department. Just our little cubicle. My name is Brandon Lantz. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I have been with President's Club for going on 2 years now. It has honestly been crazy. I would have never done this when I first came here. Robbie, it was really cool. I got my parents to come down from Pennsylvania and tour our whole facility here. It was amazing. And one of the stories Robbie likes telling about me is before, when he would bring me up to talk, I'm like maybe would pee my pants a little bit because I didn't like talking in front of people. But now, Now I can make people laugh on purpose. Like, it's really cool. They're not just laughing at me. Anyway, I'm from Pennsylvania. I went to Bloomsburg University. I know you've never heard of it. It's a very small school in Pennsylvania. I studied marketing. Brought down here for the same reason every dumb guy moves. Yeah, aw. It's all right. I made out pretty good, I like to think anyway. But yeah, it's honestly been a dream ever since.
What's up, guys? Celine here. You guys are some good-looking people, I'll tell you what. So I've been here about 2 years now, the best 2 years of my life. I started out as Andy Lee's assistant, and he just decided to move me up and let me help you guys grow your business. And it's been amazing. I love each and every one of you guys, and if I haven't met you yet, because you just signed up, I can't wait to meet you. I went to Alamance Community College and studied criminal justice. But do I look like a cop to y'all? Don't answer that. Either way, super excited to meet you if I haven't met you yet, and I'm going to pass it over to Lucero.
Hello, President's Club. What's up? Woo! All right, y'all, settle down. My name is Lucero Diaz. Lucero Diaz, or Lucero Diaz. So I've had the honor of being with the Alliance and working for Andy Lee and Andy Albright here for a little over 4 years now. I graduated from the community college in Alamance Community College with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Didn't do absolutely nothing with my degree until I found the Alliance, and fired up to be here. So here at the Alliance, I sell, recruit, and build. Help others to sell, recruit, and build. So if, again, like Celine said, if I have not met you yet because you're a new member, I'm so fired up to meet you, get to know you, and get to help you in your business. So talk to you soon.
So if you did not get one of these flyers about the convention tickets, I'm getting ready to tell y'all the deal that the agency managers are going to throw on y'all. Who needs these? Do you need the pricing? Pass them out. Just $249. The agency managers met in the back, and we've all voted and agreed on what they're going to let them go for. Okay? They're getting a deal on them, but they've got to buy at least 24 of them to get the deal. They do. The deal that they're going to let them go for is $179. Instead of $249, convention only, at the convention only, and you get one of those $60 agency kits for free. So if you do 79 minus 60, you're at $119 or $120 for the ticket. Tracking? So you pay $179, but you get a free new agent packet that you're going to turn around and use to recruit other people, and I would use it piece by piece as I'm recruiting people. I'm giving the whole thing, give them this book, give them each part of it, okay? Here's what I told them. We've already sold out. Like the agency managers have committed, we've sold out. So if your agency manager don't have any tickets, find an agency manager that does. Because, I mean, when you walk in here tomorrow, you'll get it. You'll be like, he's right, it's going to sell out. And I'm telling you, the agency managers have already committed to more than selling out, okay? To get a meal ticket, it's $5.79. But what you do is the way they bought 24, you just get 3 of the little tickets. So it's like 3 times $179. What is that, $475? $474? Do the math. 179 times 3. What is it? 537. And you get 3 new agent packs with that. So if you said 5, what'd you say it's 5? 537 minus 180, you're getting it for like 360. 357. So 357 because you get those 3 packets. You say, can I sell those packets? You can sell them. I would rather you recruit somebody and get yourself $1,000 overrides coming in. Always cracks me up. People don't understand the power of hiring somebody and the overrides coming in. Okay, so the agency managers will have them for limited time. Most of them have already committed to either 24 or 48 or 72. And if your manager says, I hadn't got them yet, then you can get them somebody else. What I recommend is you get 3 or 4 tickets from your agency manager. If you want a meal ticket, you got to get at least 3. And then if you want to hire 3 people, you need 6. Or you can take a chance and see if they can find one available. People were asking me, say, what do you think about these deals that people were giving for tickets on band? I was like, I liked it. They bought the ticket. They thought they were going to sell it, and they didn't. You said they think they're going to be deals this time? No, I think there's going to be marked up tickets this time. Like I really, really do. Like, I think some people are going to pay $249 for them. Because after Sunday, that's what they're going to be for. But I already know that there've already been enough committed at $179 by the managers that we won't need them, but we need people. When people are trying to get a ticket, they're going to end up paying more. Tracking with me? Yeah. So that's one inside. You get ahead of the curve, get ahead of the game. Okay. My team, are these in the handout? Were these in your bags? Y'all know. Were these in your bags? How they get them? They're passing these out now? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Tia. So you're getting them. I do not want you sucked into social media, but some of you suckers are already sucked into it. I am not. I look at 2 dum-dums because I watch what they do because I